Welcome back to the Daily Threat, your source for the latest cybersecurity news and analysis. Today we have a jam-packed episode featuring some major stories that you don't want to miss. But before we dive into today's headlines, I want to remind you to subscribe to the Daily Threat for daily updates on the ever-evolving world of cybersecurity. And of course, the Daily Threat is brought to you by QIT Solutions, your trusted partner in cybersecurity. Now, let's jump right into our first story. Our first story takes us to the realm of Microsoft and their latest security development. According to Bleeping Computer, Microsoft Sysmon now has the ability to detect when executable files are created on a system. This is a significant advancement in threat detection as it provides administrators with greater visibility into potential malicious activities. Let's take a closer look at how this works and what it means for businesses. Sysmon, short for System Monitor, is a powerful tool developed by Microsoft to enhance threat detection capabilities in Windows environments. With this recent update, Sysmon can now track the creation of executable files, allowing administrators to identify suspicious processes and potential malware activities. This is crucial because attackers often rely on creating and executing malicious files to gain unauthorized access or cause harm to a system. Now, let's delve into how attackers typically exploit this vulnerability and the risks it poses to businesses. When attackers gain unauthorized access to a system, they often use various techniques to establish persistence and maintain control. One common method is by creating and executing malicious executables that blend in with legitimate files. By detecting and alerting on the creation of such files, Sysmon helps administrators identify potential compromises and take immediate action. The risks posed by these attacks are significant. Unauthorized access to systems can lead to data breaches, theft of sensitive information, disruption of services, and financial losses for businesses. Furthermore, attackers may use these compromised systems as a launchpad for further attacks, infecting other devices or networks within an organization. The impact of such incidents can be devastating, tarnishing a company's reputation and eroding customer trust. So, what steps can businesses take to protect themselves from these threats? It's crucial to implement a multi-layered security approach that includes both preventive and detective measures. Here are a few best practices to consider. Implement robust endpoint protection solutions that can detect and block malicious activities, including the creation of suspicious executables. Regularly update and patch your systems to close any known vulnerabilities that attackers could exploit. Invest in user training and awareness programs to educate employees about common attack vectors and best practices for cybersecurity hygiene. Deploy intrusion detection and prevention systems, IDPS, to monitor network traffic and detect any unauthorized activities or attempts to create malicious files. Leverage threat intelligence feeds and security information and event management, SIEM, solutions to stay informed about the latest threats and proactively respond to potential risks. By following these recommendations, businesses can significantly reduce the likelihood of falling victim to attacks that exploit the creation of malicious executables. Now, let's move on to our next story, which takes us into the world of gaming. Ars Technica has recently reported on an intriguing game called The Password Game that will truly test your frustration tolerance while simultaneously enhancing your password security. Let's dive in and explore this innovative approach to cybersecurity education. The Password Game is a unique concept developed to highlight the importance of strong passwords and the potential vulnerabilities associated with weak ones. The game challenges players to crack various levels of passwords by utilizing different password cracking techniques. It's an interactive and educational tool that aims to reinforce good password practices in an engaging and memorable way. In an era where weak and reused passwords remain a prevalent issue, this game serves as a wake-up call for individuals and organizations alike. Attackers often exploit weak passwords as an entry point to gain unauthorized access to sensitive data, systems, or accounts. By experiencing firsthand the vulnerabilities of weak passwords, players can develop a better understanding of the risks and the importance of strong, unique passwords. So, what can we learn from the Password Game? Here are some key takeaways. Avoid using common or easily guessable passwords such as 123456 or password. Opt for complex passwords that include a combination of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. Implement multi-factor authentication, MFA, whenever possible. This adds an extra layer of security and makes it significantly harder for attackers to gain unauthorized access even if they have obtained a user's password. Regularly update and change your passwords, especially for critical accounts and systems. Utilize password management tools that can generate and securely store complex passwords on your behalf. Educate yourself and your employees about the dangers of weak passwords and the best practices for password security. By implementing these practices, you can significantly enhance your password security and reduce the risk of unauthorized access to your accounts and systems. Lastly, we turn our attention to dark reading, where an insightful article discusses strategies for bringing rigor to software security. As organizations increasingly rely on software to drive their operations, ensuring the security of that software becomes paramount. Let's explore the 3 strategies outlined in the article. The article highlights 3 key strategies for organizations to adopt when it comes to software security. Implementing Secure Development Lifecycle (SDL) practices. This involves integrating security into every stage of the software development process, from requirements gathering to deployment. By identifying and addressing potential security vulnerabilities early on, organizations can prevent security flaws from being introduced into their software. Conducting thorough code reviews and security testing. Regularly reviewing the code base and conducting comprehensive security testing, such as penetration testing and static code analysis, can help identify vulnerabilities that may have been missed during the development process. This ensures that software is more resilient to attacks and reduces the likelihood of security breaches. Promoting a security-first culture. It's essential to foster a culture of security awareness and responsibility throughout the organization. This includes providing training and resources to developers and other stakeholders, emphasizing the importance of security in software development, and encouraging collaboration between development and security teams. By adopting these strategies, organizations can enhance the security of their software and minimize the risk of vulnerabilities that could be exploited by attackers. That concludes our coverage of today's top cybersecurity stories. We've explored the latest advancements in threat detection with Microsoft Sysmon, tested our patience and password security with the password game, and learned strategies for strengthening software security. Remember, staying informed and implementing robust cybersecurity practices are crucial steps towards safeguarding your digital assets. Don't forget to subscribe to The Daily Threat for daily updates on the ever-evolving world of cybersecurity. And as always, The Daily Threat is brought to you by QIT Solutions, your trusted partner in cybersecurity. Visit our website at www.qitsolutions.com to learn more about how we can help secure your business. Thank you for joining us today, and until next time, stay vigilant and stay secure.